Dictation will start in 5 seconds. Start. I am delighted to be here among you to celebrate the 73rd Human Rights Day. On this day in 1948, the United Nations General Assembly adopted the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. On that day, we can confidently say humankind accomplished a higher stage in its moral evolution. The Declaration spells out a series of rights and freedoms every single human being is entitled to. These are inalienable rights dependent solely on the fact that each person belongs to humanity, irrespective of ethnicity, gender, nationality, religion, language, and other divisions. With the declaration, the global community made a formal recognition of basic human dignity, though it has been part of our spiritual traditions for millennia. The committee that drafted the Universal Declaration of Human Rights included representatives from around the world, including India. As you know, it was Hanse bin Mehta, a freedom fighter and a disciple of Mahatma Gandhi, who made a highly significant contribution in rephrasing the draft preamble of the Declaration. Ladies and gentlemen, the Universal Declaration was an outcome of a human rights movement prompted by the Second World War. In India, meanwhile, it was the colonial rule that had prompted the demand for basic rights much earlier in our freedom struggle. It was way back in 1895 that the Swaraj Bill articulated human rights or fundamental rights in modern legal language as part of its vision of a constitution for India. The notion gained traction with masses after 1931 when the Indian National Congress passed a resolution specifically devoted to fundamental rights. While this Karachi session of the Congress was chaired by Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the resolution on fundamental rights and economic changes was drafted with key suggestions from Mahatma Gandhi. The resolution noted that any constitution of India should provide fundamental rights of the people, including freedom of speech and religion. 2 months later, Gandhiji said that the resolution on fundamental rights was the most important resolution and it showed what kind of Swaraj he wanted to achieve. Further, the father of the nation noted, and I quote, that Swaraj is the poor man's Swaraj or Rama Rajya. Rama symbolized justice and equity. Rama symbolized truth and charity. Unquote. These ideals also inspired the farmers of the Constitution. Moreover, the subcommittee on fundamental rights was headed by Sardar Patel. Another coincidence was that the committee included among its members Hans Mehta, who was also participating in the drafting of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights around the same time. The preamble of our Constitution stresses upon justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. To my mind, the four words beautifully sum up the whole range of human rights. Ladies and gentlemen, the human rights discourse is justifiably centered on rights, but in India we have always understood, as Gandhiji often reiterated, that rights and duties are two sides of the same coin. Moreover, rights of the individuals are not held to be absolute but have to be aligned with social context. In the Constituent Assembly debates, Sardar Patel had insisted on a balance between civil rights and society's own rights for the sake of order. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the chief architect of the Constitution, was also of the same mind. Responding at length to criticisms, he said, and I quote, "What the draft constitution has done is that instead of formulating fundamental rights in absolute terms and depending upon our Supreme Court to come to the rescue of Parliament by inventing the doctrine of police power. It permits the state directly to impose limitations upon the fundamental rights." Unquote. It is this delicate balancing that has ensured the middle path for the Republic. Done.